Southern California is known for its beaches, deserts, and endless sun. But when night falls, the landscape changes. Lonely highways, desolate deserts, and quiet mountain passes become the stage for something much darker. For decades, people have reported seeing mysterious, faceless beings wandering these roads. Tonight, we explore the chilling phenomenon of the faceless people of Southern California. The idea of faceless figures isn't new to Southern California. In fact, the region is steeped in legends of shadowy watchers. Among the oldest stories are the Dark Watchers of the Santa Lucia Mountains. For centuries, hikers and travelers have reported tall, silent figures watching from the ridgelines, always motionless, always faceless. John Steinbeck even wrote about them in his short story Flight in 1938. Some claim the Dark Watchers are guardians, others say they are omens of death. But what makes them terrifying is their lack of identity. No features, no detail, just a silhouette silently watching before vanishing. But the legends don't end in the mountains. In modern times, reports of faceless beings have spread across Southern California, from Rancho Cucamonga to Moreno Valley, from Barstow to the deserts near Joshua Tree. In the mid 1980s, a man walking through Rancho Cucamonga at 4 a.m. described an encounter that still haunts him. He noticed another figure approaching on the sidewalk. At first, nothing seemed unusual, until the figure stepped under a streetlight. It had no eyes, no mouth, no features at all, just smooth, pale skin. Terrified, he looked away for only a moment, and when he looked back, the figure had vanished. Even in the wide-open desert, the faceless are said to roam. Drivers crossing remote stretches near Joshua Tree and Barstow tell of seeing tall, faceless people wandering the roadside. Some describe them as moving strangely, as if their joints bend unnaturally. Others say they vanish the moment you try to get closer. One chilling trend is how consistent these stories are. Online threads and local groups all describe the same dread, the same faceless figure, the same lonely roads. Of all the areas in Southern California, one place keeps coming up again and again in stories about faceless beings. Moreno Valley. Right off the 215 freeway, near March Air Reserve Base, the sightings stretch back decades. One witness described driving home late at night when they spotted someone walking along the shoulder of the road. Thinking it was just a lost hitchhiker, they slowed down. But as their headlights swept across the figure's face, there was nothing there. No eyes, no mouth, no expression at all. Just smooth, pale skin staring back at them. They said the dread was overwhelming, like something was wrong with the air itself. Another resident told of walking near Nason Street, close to the base. They saw what looked like a tall man standing still under a streetlight. As they got closer, they realized it had no face. The figure turned toward them, and then simply dissolved into the shadows. Even more chilling, multiple drivers along Alessandro Boulevard and Heacock Street have reported the same thing. A faceless figure appearing near the roadside watching. Some claim the figure follows their car for a short distance before vanishing. Others describe seeing it standing near the gates of March Air Reserve Base, as if guarding something unseen. On social media, dozens of people from Moreno Valley, Paris, and Riverside have shared nearly identical stories. The same faceless figure on the same roads, bringing the same feeling of dread. As one local put it, 30 different people, same figure, same roads, same fear. They're real, and they're here. What makes the Moreno Valley reports so unsettling isn't just the number of sightings. It's where they happen. Many of these faceless encounters are clustered near March Air Reserve Base, a site with a long and secretive history. March Air Base opened in 1918 and has been active through both World Wars, the Cold War, and into the modern era. It's been home to advanced aircraft testing, rumored UFO investigations, and experimental programs kept far from public eyes. Some locals believe the faceless people are not ghosts at all, but byproducts of something happening inside those gates. One story tells of a security officer stationed near the base in the late 1990s. He claimed he saw a figure wandering the perimeter fence. Assuming it was an intruder, he approached, only to find the figure had no face. When he drew his weapon, the figure flickered, then vanished completely. The officer later said he believed it was something the base was experimenting with, and it got out. Another theory ties these sightings to UFO activity. March RB has long been whispered about in UFO circles, with reports of unidentified craft in the skies above Moreno Valley. Some researchers argue that faceless people could be connected, not human at all, but beings unable to hold a disguise in our reality. Skeptics, of course, say it's all just folklore, late-night drivers imagining shapes in the desert. But the consistency of the reports and their proximity to a heavily guarded military base leaves room for darker speculation. Are these faceless beings spirits, aliens, or something created behind closed doors at March Air Reserve Base that occasionally wanders outside? So what are these beings? Explanations range from the psychological to the supernatural. Scientists suggest that low light, shadows, and fatigue can trick our brains into seeing human-like forms where none exist. This is called pareidolia, the mind's desperate attempt to find patterns, even in darkness. Others point to sleep paralysis, where the body is frozen between waking and dreaming, often accompanied by visions of shadowy intruders. But not all witnesses were asleep. Many were driving, walking, fully awake, and they all described the same faceless figure. Paranormal investigators suggest a more chilling explanation, that these beings are interdimensional travelers, unable to fully take human form in our world. The stories continue to grow, with witnesses insisting they are real. What do you believe? Have you ever seen something, or someone, without a face? Share your story in the comments below. And if you want more explorations into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Until next time, keep your eyes open, if they let you.